Rotimi Daniel
Hello everybody,
Foundation
my
for
name
Peace
remains
and
Rotimi
Equity.
Daniels. Awíkòkò lójú ọlọ́rọ̀ tọ́lọ́rọ̀ bá gbọ́ kí ló fẹ́ fi mí ṣe. It is such a very wonderful time this year that coincidentally the fasting period for both Muslims and Christians happens to be at the same time. What does that tell you and I? If we were born into this madness, if we were born into this religiosity, yet our country is where it is today, what does that tell you and I? I can still relate very well that back then, during fasting period, it was expected that everybody would behave like a sane being. Maybe somebody who has been embezzling money from the office. At that month, the account will be balanced in the office. An apprentice who has not been diligent in what he or she was learning will be diligent. Students who have not been doing very well in school, they'll be going to school late and then they try to turn new leaf. Our politicians, at least averagely back then, we can see the level of sanity. Teachers, mention it, irrespective of your vocation then. During fasting period, we were always showing forth ourselves as being human, a sense of humanity. Unfortunately, things have gone way worse. That during this festive period, somebody like President Tinubu, will be seen observing prayers. But does that hinder him from still implementing or signing bills that leave Nigerians poorer than even the church rats? Bills that leave Nigeria or Nigerians living as third, fourth class citizens, even on their own land. Does this fasting period, does it have any impact on any of you good for nothing politicians in Nigeria? That somebody will say, because of this fasting, I have seen the face of Muhammad, I have seen the face of Jesus. I will spend the money meant for infrastructures on infrastructures. I'm asking, are you pastor that you are looking at me? Will those fake messages and prophecies that you give, will this fasting period make you stop giving such messages that are scattering homes? Will you afar looking at me now, Muslim clerics, will it stop you from telling that woman looking for fruit of the womb that it is only when you insert your stethoscope inside the nyash, that is when the husband will be able to have a way through? Will it? You see, what about the market people? With this fasting that you people are suffering yourselves for, will it hinder you from using the wrong measurement for your sales? I'm going to ask you, all the measurement you have adjusted From what time to what time? What has it added unto you? You politicians, all the money you have embezzled, that if it is not madness, I don't know how else we can describe all of you from head to toe, that you have 4, 5, 10 estates, not even mansions now. It is now a competition of estates. What impact would this fasting period have on you that it will be showing on the masses? You masses too, because we are just speaking not on your behalf, but on behalf of the children that we are giving birth to. Because this generation of Nigerians, we are the most wicked in the history of the world. I cannot but fast when I am not sick. Even if I am sick, I will still fast. And when you are saying all of these things, your mouth will now will look like the virus or the bacteria that destroys a pregnant woman's pregnancy. I cannot but fast. May Allah not hinder me from fasting. Oshu Ramadan, Oshu Mima, Oshu Kinikan. You good for nothing wicked souls. I must observe Lent, I must observe Lent, Yet, do you know what your Bible is saying in Isaiah 29:13 and Matthew 15:8? Go and open it and see. If your own Bible is true and you still believe in all of these stories, you are entitled to it. But go and read what that Bible is saying. It says these people move near me with their lips, but their hearts are so far away from me. Where is the generation of Christians? Just like Esther, that will say, if I die, I die. If I perish, I perish. I must say the truth. That will be declaring 2 Chronicles 7 verse 14. So if these people who are called by my name will first humble themselves, how many GOs and bishops in Nigeria can humble themselves when they have placed themselves on pedestals that God has not placed them? And that is why people who are supposed to be commanding, people who are supposed to be releasing spiritual swords into the affairs of Nigeria, they cannot, because they have been indicted. They are complicit in the policies that are drowning us as a nation. What is the usefulness of our fasting when, despite all our resources, look at where we are today in Nigeria, that you religious leaders and politicians, you have shared all these resources and missed yourselves. Then when Rotimi is not using Bible to curse you, you say, Rotimi, don't curse. Arukoko, don't curse. Are there no curses in the Bible? Are there no curses against you people in the Bible? Go and read it. Is it not in the book of Ezekiel? What am I trying to say in essence? It is just a regular exercise. If your hearts cannot be said, and what is the usefulness when after fasting you pick up where you are hanging your useless lives of damaging other people's lives? You will take the raiment again, or the rag, you will put it upon yourselves again. From the presidency, I am not afraid to say it, all of you are so useless and wicked. Then we keep calling upon God, say through fasting. Who told you that your prayers are even leaving your environment? They are not even, you may be shouting, God, hey, do this, do that, do that, do that. It is not even leaving your mouth. Before we say your prayers are not going above the ceiling, today, they are not even leaving your mouth. You husband, in your fasting, are you going to continue to love your wife and your children? You wife, are you going to continue to love your husband and your children? Will there be permanent change in your lives? Useless generation, pervert generation of liars, wealth-loving oppressors, good for nothing entities. Fasting. Of what use is your fasting when there is no change in the environment? We have, with our own hands, damaged the lives of our own children, yet we are fasting. Nonsense.